You know, I was wrong about quarter century Bonanza, but unfortunately, Konami has made another huge problem. Today, big dog, we're gonna be talking about everything you need to know about quarter century Bonanza, but more importantly, we're gonna be talking about the huge problem that Konami has created because of this set. There's way more things that you need to know than what meets the eye. Let's go ahead and jump on in. What's going on with ya, big dog? And it is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope that your day, phenomenal. But if it isn't, don't let what happened at the beginning of your day ruin the rest of your day. Today, big dog, we're gonna be talking about quarter century Bonanza and how ya boy was right. You remember what that bitch I was talking to me about? No. Y'all need to stand on business, stay your ass on that side, and make sure you keep that same energy as much as I'm right. There were some things that I got wrong about quarter century Bonanza, and I want to talk about them. I made a video a few days ago talking about how the quarter century Bonanza might already be a scam. And boy, was I wrong. There is a content creator by the name of Playmaker TV that just posted an early opening of quarter century Bonanza that has leaked most of the cards that we need to know. And fortunately, like what I said in yesterday's video, I was right. Konami is going to make up for it by reprinting some heavily sought after cards. So relax, big dogs. If you guys have been looking for cards like Bonfire, SP Little Knight, Diabell Star, Wanted, Arch Nemesis, Protoss, Atlantean Dragoons, Super Polymerization, and of course, Triple Tactics Thrust,
Bye, have a great time.
Then you should be 100% excited for this new quarter century Bonanza. It even has some really cool nostalgic cards that can be competitive, like Elemental Hero Prisma, Raigeki, Sky Striker Mobilized Engage, as well as a host of other amazing cards. I think unlike the Dodgers last night, Konami hit it out the ballpark when it comes to a lot of good reprints inside of this set. There's some cards that I'm still concerned for, like the Bestials, Kashira, and other strategies like Memento, but overall, this is a pretty good set. These are all of the cards that we know so far, and like I said before, I think that this is a pretty decent set, giving us some pretty cool reprints here. It's 57 total cards, so we're still missing 22 more cards here. And this is from the quarter century side, the nostalgic cards. I love that they snuck cards in like Engage instead of putting inside of the main set, so kudos to them for that. And this is what we know for the nostalgic. If I remember correctly, it's a 200 card thing, so it is what it is. And then they just announced some more cards on Twitter. Bro, I swear, every single time I look at this, is it nostalgia? Yes, but bro, they just linked your entire set. You still giving us this? A place where the cool kids hang out? No spells allowed? All right, get me out of here, chat. I'm done. I think overall, this is a great set, an entry point for Yu-Gi-Oh players, but I would still have to say, buy singles instead. You see, the problem with QCR sets is that if you're a player looking to get into the game, fortunately enough, this card is in abundance. SP Little Knight will come in Super, Ultra, Secret. It will come in every single rarity except for QCR because it previously came in QCR. So as a person buying a box of this set, it is more probable to just buy the single because the super rare copy of SP Little Knight will be a lot cheaper. And then instead of buying the box, which is roughly around $100 right now, you could just buy all the super rare copies of the cards that you need. And if you're a big dog, if you're trying to get the most high-end versions and money is not your problem, then you're probably off still better buying singles. The math just don't math for me. It means that you're gonna have to buy multiple cases to be able to get the nostalgic cards that you want, cards that people aren't going to want anyways. And for your particular cards, while 79 is decent, you gotta remember 5 cards per pack and 1 nostalgia card is being pulled up, which means it's 4 cards per pack. I'm not liking the math. Just buy the singles. I'm a gambling addict, so I will be getting a box. Nothing wrong with buying a box and helping out your OTS stores, guys. I'm just talking about from like a logical perspective. If you just want the cards and you want to get out, buy singles. But I will admit, if you bought a case of this, you're not losing out. You're going to get some really exciting pulls and some pretty cool cards. I'm going to give high praise for Konami for reprinting some cards that needed reprints. There's no way that cards like Ritual Beast Elder and Punishment Dragon, as well as Atlantean Prince, should be hyper expensive. So despite us not being able to play those cards in every deck, they're still good reprints. Sad that there's no Magia reprint. That's what brings me to my next problem. Look, big dog, I want to talk about content creators and their clickbaity titles. Now, this may seem coming out of the ordinary, coming from the clickbait master, but to be honest with you guys, I don't think you can point out a single video where I didn't stand on business or I didn't genuinely believe what I'm saying. This particular person, Playmaker TB, says that there's a Magia reprint inside of the Quarter Century Bonanza, but doesn't show a Magia reprint inside of the Quarter Century Bonanza, and also talks about how there is no Quarter Century and he was going to use it as clickbait. From one content creator to another one, that is completely terrible. I understand that you want to get as many views as possible, but keep in mind, you have access to Quarter Century Bonanza, something that no one had access to. You are going to get views. You did an amazing thing for the community, seriously. But I don't want you going down this style of content because that's when you lose integrity. Keep your head up, keep doing this, and everybody will love you. But cut the clickbait BS. Know what you got, and if you need somebody to help with content, I'm your man. I'm not here to call out my colleagues because I don't watch most of their videos, but I do know for a fact that they be doing stuff like this, so maybe he thought it was okay too. Hate the game, not the player at the end of the day? That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. And if I can steer him in the correct direction to give you guys consistent content like this, I think it's a W for the community. But that's not really what this video is about, right? Because I did say there was some drama. I also said that Konami is scamming you again. I think Konami did a really good job with Quarter Century Bonanza, but that just goes to show how scummy their tactics can be. A little bit worse than what Playmaker TV did because they actually misled you the whole way through. I want to talk to you guys about the 25th anniversary Collection 10. The big problem with this Collection 10 is that they made it a 400 card set and then made some of the most important cards incredibly hard to get. They made them secret rare. And I think that this is going to get lost in the sauce, but Konami genuinely did play you. There were a lot of people that were in hopes of getting their first copy of SP Little Knight in Bonfire inside of this 10s, maybe invested a little bit more than they wanted to because they thought that this was their only opportunity. If you guys can see from my SP Little Knight getting a reprinted again video, people genuinely thought that the card wasn't going to be reprinted a second time, especially not this soon. It's incredibly misleading for Konami to do something like this. They even omitted it in their original statement when it came to Quarter Century Bonanza, only stating Diabell Star would be reprinted. And I gotta say, man, that's some shady ass work. Did they make misprints on purpose to give this 10 any shimmer of value? Of course not. And then it wouldn't be a misprint, right? They actually could have said it as a part of their dialogue when it came to the 25th anniversary Mega 10, that would have gave it a little bit more shine. What makes it worse is that while they are prismatic secret rare inside of the 10, they're also secret rare inside of Bonanza, but more rarities too. I completely hate for Yu-Gi-Oh players that invested all of their money into the 25th anniversary 10 to know that the best cards in there are pretty much worthless. Right now, cards like SP Little Knight, Diabell Star, and Bonfire have dropped to a fraction of their cost. They lowered our standards, then gave us an okay set, synthetically making us think it's goated. They did that. I think that we really need to take a hard look at what Konami's doing. I was the one to break it to you that when a incredibly sought after card comes out, they normally reprint it 2 times in a year. Most people just simply didn't know that. Maliciously doing this again is just like a grab at your money, man. These 25th anniversary 10s, and I'm standing on business, are probably been the worst 10s of all time, especially considering that the months later they got reprinted. At the end of the day, they're still a business. Oh no, you can't say that. Because as a person that does business, the most important thing is your word, your bond, your integrity. Selling someone something with a prize at the end that's hard to get, while you know that the prize at the end is going to be easy to get in a couple of months, is sick work no matter how you put it. Like, come on, that's just shady business tactics. You can't expect a leopard to change its spots because you got an issue with them. Damn! I feel sorry for the stores that couldn't sell out on the 25th anniversary 10s because now they're pretty much worthless. I also feel sorry for the people that believed in Konami. Like Berserker said, a leopard isn't going to change its spots, and Konami is going to keep doing this to you guys unless something happens. Chat, we gonna have to stand 10 toes down. We really gonna have to unite here. Our OTS stores are gonna have to feel the weight of this pressure if they don't lock in with us. This could have all been fixed if Konami just would have made the 25th anniversary 10 something different, gave us different sought after reprints. Hell, A Magia reprint would have probably fixed this. But literally taking the best cards out of the 10 and reprinting it in Bonanza is the shadiest work ever, man. I don't even know how to say about that. But Konami could put reprints in random sets like always and trying to make us spend money on sets that wouldn't be worth it. Oh, that's actually a good one. I think that it's really important that Konami announces that these cards are going to be in different rarities. At the same time, they also don't have to do it because you guys keep gobbling up the sets though. But that's where the big question is. Do you guys think that it's fair that Konami has done this? Do you think that players should have expected it? Or do you think that this is like genuinely just a slap in the face to the Yu-Gi-Oh community? They are literally playing in your face, and I don't like it. You know, I can't even be mad at that. Until we, the players, start to band together and actually say something, then this will always be a problem. Scummy move, Konami, but it worked.